Good evening, everyone. Late Night Mega here, and tonight we're going to do another premiere draft of Aetherdrift. Aetherdrift draft. So let's hop in and find us a table. And we open a pack with Winter, Transit Mage, the Embalmed Ascendancy, Rocketeer Boost Buggy, Spin Out. I think the pick has to be between Transit Mage and Spin Out. I know we've been doing a lot of artifact decks lately, but that's what's been available. I'm not as big of a fan of the Embalmed Ascendant, though it is a fine card. And Winter is kind of... well, it's Winter. I like Transit Mage a bit more. Rocketeer Boost Buggy. That's a fine card, but I don't want to start with red-green. So yeah, it's between the Transit Mage and the Spin Out. I'm going to take Transit Mage. We get a Tarian. We also get a Haunt the Network, a Hull Drifter. The pick's got to be between Haunt the Network and Tarian. Tarian is just so good. And if green is open, we do want it to be green, but Haunt the Network... let's take Haunt the Network. Yeah, we're passing all these green cards. There's a Wretched Doll here, or a Roadside Blowout. I kind of just want to take the doll. As you can see, I have not drafted the doll that much. I also do like Maximum Overdrive, so the pick is between these three, really these two. I'm going to take the Roadside Blowout. Alright, this pack, we have Engine Rat, we have Maximum Overdrive, we have Ride's End. I do like the Ride's End. Let's pick that up. Either that or it's Engine Rat. But I'm going to take the Ride's End here. There's a Broadcast Rambler, which we could search up with the Transit Mage. But there's a Wretched Doll in this pack, and this is a fine place to take it. We do need 2 drops. There's a Hull Drifter, but we have another Roadside Blowout. I'm in for the Blowout. Now we have a Wreckage Wickerfolk here, which is a fine pickup at this point. There's the Sloth in the pack as well, so we probably could be white. I do like Grim Javelineer to go with the Wretched Wickerfolk, or the Wreckage Wickerfolk. We have Wretched Doll. We have another Wickerfolk. This is pick 9. Look, the Embalmed Descendant is still here. Oh, starting column. I do like this. And I don't think we need Deathless Pilot. At least not right now. I'll take a Scrap Compactor for additional removal. We just need some targets for Transit Mage. But it seems like our colors are reasonably open. We are kind of looking for Packdoll Terrors. We haven't seen any yet. We'll take the blue card. Take the risky shortcut. I don't know if we'll play it or not. Why do we get a mythic? We also get Diversion Unit, which I'm not a big fan of. Grimbobble's decent. Bounce Off's decent. Ketrodon is here. I'm going to take the mythic, though. I don't think we're missing out on too much by doing this. And then, as you saw, I had 3 copies of that, so that means from this point on, we don't have to pick that card anymore. Afterburner Expert. Well, I'm going to take a Hull Drifter here, because I can't seem to get these at any other point. And there's not a whole lot else in the pack, but Transit Mage can search it up for us. Man, Run Over, Broodwagon. We maybe could have been green. But we'll take a second Transit Mage, again without enough targets for it. I know we passed a spin out, but we didn't pass much more in black. So in theory, we should be getting some black here. Okay, this is just getting silly. I'm going to take a Hellish Sideswipe. I don't think we want a third Transit Mage. And we do need some removal. This will be good, like, if our opponent is using... Oh, there's a Hazard to the Dunes. If our opponent is using... Flood the Engine. Here we're going to take the Path Cruiser because other than Hazard to the Dunes, this pack is not super strong. I think it's too late to try and move into green. It does make me wish we'd tried moving into green earlier. Alright, now I'll pick up a Thopterist. Though I do like the counter spell. Villahart Bike is still here. I'm hopefully not playing that. Broodheart Engine? We could have been black-green. We'll take a Grim Javelineer. Now we get a pick 9 Bounce Off. So Bounce Off even came back, and I was considering picking it in the first pack. Nobody is black-white, huh? Nobody's black-green either, apparently. I'm going to take this because it's not supposed to be here. There's another hull drifter we can tutor up. Okay, Lorna, I don't think we're playing that. Spectral Interference, that's something I can play. Riptide Gearhulk, that's the wrong Gearhulk. I'm going to take it, though, as another mythic for the collection. If it wasn't here, I'd probably take the Haunted Hell Ride or the Maximum Overdrive. Both of those are fine. Maybe we'll get one of those back or get back the Dismal Backwater. Ranger's Refueler. Here's a Wreckage Wickerfolk, which I'm happy enough playing. There's a third Embalmed Descendant. Okay, we're good on 2 drops. We just need... We need to see some Pactile Terrors. That's what we need to see. Memory Guardian. I haven't gotten a chance to play with that card yet. So this is a fine place to pick it up. And it can also be searched up by the Transit Mage. So we've got 3 targets and 2 Transit Mages. And everything is in the same pack. Alright, we gotta take Spin out because we need some interaction. Otherwise, I'd pick the Haunted Hell Ride. But we just need Spin out. There is a chance that Haunted Hell Ride wheels, which is also why I went with that. I have not been the biggest fan of the Gear Seeker Serpent. In fact, I like the Streaking Oil Gorger more because it attacks in the air. Here's Ripclaw Wrangler. Yes, I just picked that over a Thopterist. Hour of Victory. Which I don't know if we're playing in this deck. Another 2-drop or a Gravestalker. I'll take the Gravestalker. Alright, well, we got the Dismal Backwater back. Someone else at the table is blue-black because that vehicle is gone. I have no rocky roads, huh? Howler's Heavy. Oh, we got a Maximum Overdrive after all. Alright. So a draft where we should have been black-green, but we are black-blue. And we need to cut 5 cards. Gravestalker is just going to get blocked on the ground. I think we win this in the air. I've never been a big fan of the Slick Imitator. Not a big fan of the Thopterist either. And then the final cut should probably be a non-creature. And I'm thinking it's going to be one of these two. I think we'll keep the Path Cruiser. Because it is a vehicle for the Hellish Sideswipe. Starting column's nice, though. I have enjoyed that. But yeah, we'll run the deck like this. We have Haunt the Network. And let's get into the games. Jorzilla is our first opponent. Other than not having any 2-drop creatures, this is a reasonable starting hand. Opponent is playing white. Alright. Spot Cycle Scouter. And the Guide Light Optimizer for our opponent. Suppose it doesn't matter which land we get. There's a Guide Light Matrix. Alright, and here's Transit Mage. I'm going to fetch up the Memory Guardian at first. Alright, the cycle needs to go away. Nesting Bot for our opponent. We're going to work on getting to max speed here. Bounce off, huh? Okay. In that case, I'll just play two things here. Galleon Strike, that's a nice one. I will be blocking. Partially for the speed and partially... because I'm on I'm at a low life total. In fact, let me just bounce this. Cycles a Galleon Strike, okay. Opponent's still looking for their fourth land and finally found it. Canyon Vaulter is the play. And there's the Nesting Bot again. Aetherdrift and Grim Javelineer. I do want those. I'm just going to do this now. So we've got Bounce Off and Maximum Overdrive available to us. And that's game. FP 1480 is our next opponent in Platinum. Okay, we have Wicker Folk, we have Maximum Overdrive, we have Bounce Off. We have a reasonable hand. That's not a reasonable card. Island. I don't really want Island right now. No attacks. We just want to double block this, or be available to double block this Bastronaut. And again, if it attacks here, it probably means Maximum Overdrive. Sky Crash? Okay. It does not attack. Now if our opponent has Maximum Overdrive, which I hope they do, I can Bounce Off. Okay, so opponent does have double strike now. Tie rocks. That card's a problem. The real problem on the other side of the board is the Bastronaut, though. Now it's got double strike. We never saw a Spike Shell Harrier. Okay, that's a 3/3. You can have that. I am fine with this trade. Okay. We're hanging on here. Streaking Oil Gorger. I don't like seeing that one. Ooh, the Howler's heavy. That might be fine just to play out. Because sometimes we just need another 3/4 body. Spire Mech Cycle, sure. You can't really attack here. Maybe I should have bounced off the Bastronaut at the end of turn, and we had lethal on board. So our plan is just to win with flyers. The Dogfather. Nice avatar to go with that. This is not really a keepable hand. It just doesn't do anything unless we have a swamp, which we don't. This hand is more keepable. I will get rid of the bounce off here. There's our Haunt the Network. Not in the mood for Hull Drifter right now. Loreheath Lynx is the play for our opponent. I'm just going to bounce that. We'll give our opponent the honor of replaying that. We're up against red-white. Alright. Cycling the Chariot. Is this going to be a push the limit deck our opponent has? Oh yeah, if you're playing Skybox Fairy, that's definitely push the limit, and we have like no pressure on our opponent. We attack and that's our turn. I could use an island now. Gilded Kyoto. I really don't want them getting a treasure for free, so let's keep up the maximum overdrive. There's Gallant Strike cycling for our opponent. Oh, please do. Yeah, that was really bad for our opponent. That makes up for the mulligan we had to take. Rover Blades I'm not too concerned about. There's a Thunderhead Gunner. We got to get rid of that. Which we will do. Take action, we'll grab our Memory Guardian, which we can play. And we'll sideswipe, we get to draw a card because we sacrificed a vehicle to it. You can crew the Rover Blades, that's fine. We got a now useless Transit Mage. Probably the worst draw we could have had. That was rude. Now we gotta rebuild. I don't think I want Bounce Off. Decline. There's a Broadcast Rambler for our opponent. Opponent has 6 lands. I'm really nervous about them getting the 7th land. What do they have here? Oh, because they'd get the Glory Heath links back too. There's the 7th land. They get that back. Yeah, push the limit would basically kill us. Well, there's no push the limit. So that's good. Two board wipes? Is that what it takes to defeat this deck? Is 2 board wipes? Now I have to do this on nothing. Okay, well they don't have push the limit, at least not yet. Rides Endithopter, okay. Hey, there's a creature. I was gonna say, what other creatures do I have left in the deck to win this with? Collodin. You don't need that. Let's see how he attacks here. That is fine. Opponent's looking at the graveyard. Please don't have pushed the limit. Not while I've almost got this game won. And this can't counter sorceries. Okay. Well, we could have been black-green, but this deck is working out just fine. I can't believe we won that after 2 board wipes. James Speaker is our next opponent. Yeah, we'll keep this. Opponent had to take a mulligan. Start things off with the Wretched Doll. Another red-white opponent. Canyon Vaulter. I don't care if you want to trade. I'll get to surveil. No trading, huh? Alright. Well, I'm not trading. Let's make this a quick game then. Opponent's already down to 9 and it's turn 4. Culloden? No, we just dealt with that nonsense. Okay, now opponent, what I need you to do is tap all your lands and play a creature. Alright. That's fine. I'll work with it. That is actually fine. Yeah, spin out, we just win. Told you this game was going to be quick. I was thinking just winning in the air with the Oil Gorger plus Pump plus Maximum Overdrive for 5 damage, but then our opponent gained a life, and I had to, like, stall there for a moment while we came up with a new plan. But the plan remained, if our opponent didn't play a creature, we still would win. And we did. Alright, we're 4-0 with this deck. Slimo 0. A platinum ranked opponent. Spectral Interference, Wicker Folk. Yeah, we're good to go. What will I start with, though? Glider? I'm going to start with the Wicker Folk. I do want land. That does, of course, ruin my top deck land. Air response unit. Oh, no, land came back. I guess we just play this then. And we'll pass the turn. We're up against Mardu. Don't let Mardu get max speed. Don't let Mardu gain a bunch of life either. There's a Goblin Surveyor for our opponent. Does this thing have... It does not have First Strike. It only wishes it did. I'd rather keep up the Spectral Interference and counter something this turn while the board is somewhat stable. And of course they can attack me back for 3. And that's fine. Yes, please do it with that one. I will take this block all day. Oh, we're just going to counter anything they do here. I wish it was a 4-drop, though. Red. Okay. Play Transit Mage, get another Hull Drifter. Brightfield Mustang. That's not a card I like seeing. Hellish Sideswipe. And Roadside Blowout. Well, we got the island. I'm tempted to do this. Now we can just potentially win in the air next turn. No. Our opponent looks like he's targeting Memory Guardian. That's fine. There's a Siphon Fuel for our opponent. I could force the block on the ground. No, let's not do that. Just in case I need to crew this Hull Drifter. Siphon Fuel was like the last card I wanted to see them play. Because the life they gained is the only reason they're still alive this turn. Well, you knew I didn't want to trade, so I still don't want to. There's the Mustang. Did we get there? We got a Ride's End. Lightning Strike, that works too. So I could go... Let's do the Hull Drifter. I'm not sure what the actual right play is there. If it's Hull Drifter or if it's, you know, doubling up on the Wicker Folk. Probably Hull Drifter. What's the saddle on? The saddle 1? Okay. We just need our opponent to make a play. Cloudspire, Sky Cycle. That is a play. I'm still not blocking. This should be I mean, let's just do easy mode. It should have been game either way, because my original plan was to crew the hull drifter, swing with both. When they crew this, I could shoot it with the scrap compactor, and they only have 2 mana. There's no way 2 mana is answering both a 1/3 and a 3/2 flyer. But then Haunt the Network came in and said, hey, give me the glory. So we did. So we did. We are 5-0 with this deck. A deck with no Packdoll Terrors. Wind is our next opponent, also in Platinum rank. Double Wickerfolk Transit Mage, yeah, I'm in. Opponent on the play. What is that symbol? Oh, that's the Surveil symbol. Okay. There's a Scurryfoot on turn 2. Okay. We don't need these. Had enough lands, thank you. Veteran Beast Rider, that's a problem. This will force the exhaust. Which, I mean, that was going to happen anyways. Some Blossoming Sands for our opponent. And another Scurryfoot. Collision Course to destroy that. Alright, we're in trouble. It does not look like we're going to win this one. We need to get to max speed so this thing has lifelink. But it's just going to take too long to do that. Path Cruiser is not what we need here. What we need is a miracle. These 1/3s just don't do anything. There's another elephant. Bounce off, but We're still dead either way, so... Yep. Opponent just had too aggressive of a start for us. Not sure what we could have done about any of that. And don't say draft a green-black deck yourself, Late Night Mega. Yes, we've already been over this. I could have been black-green. But we're having a fine time with blue-black. We're 5-1. House Burner is our next opponent. Oh, this looks bad. I think this is going to be a mulligan. I don't like having two Hull Drifters in our opening hand, because that's going to immediately blank one of our transit mages. I will keep this. What do we get rid of? Probably the side swipe, since we can't cast it right now anyways. Oh, hey look, we could cast it. Our opponent is black-green. Cycling Sheffet Archfiend. I like that one. Velahart Pike for our opponent. Okay. Land is fine. Now we'll search up one of the Hull Drifters. Runs out a Fang Guardian like that. Oh, because it can pump the vehicle. Okay. So that's apparently a thing that can happen. We're going to try and make use of this Howler's Heavy. Just need our opponent to swing in with something. Anything. Well, any of these two. That makes Howler's Heavy less good. No, I'm not going to. You get the Surveil here. Sky Serpent Seeker. Well, that happened. I think we're still on the defensive here. Going to exhaust. Alright. Take a Tortoise. You have the Brood Wagon. Now the Brood Wagon's on the bottom. Lands are good. Gonti? You're not supposed to have a Gonti. I wish my doll was untapped now. And a Debris Beetle? I don't think we're going to beat this deck either. Because I don't know what I can do about this stuff. I can counter the Gonti. I cannot counter the Gonti, because our opponent can actually pay the 4. I can counter that one. Silly blue splash in a black-green deck. Maybe I should have just blocked the... Yeah, this isn't gonna work anyways. Let me guess, you probably got my spin out. Here's Gonti if you don't know what it does. It lets your opponent steal your cards from the top of your deck for each creature that hits you. That's my land. Oh, you got bounce off. Well, that kills me. We zipped up to 5 wins. Now are we just going to lose out here? We're 5-2. Alright, next opponent is Musor. Opponent goes first. We'll keep this hand. I think I will just Spectral Interference their turn 3 play. Oh, we have a mirror match going on. Well, in that case, I'm going to set this up as a blocker. I like those. There's the Tactile Terror. We saw that coming. Counter it on the way back down. Grab another land. We'll get our Streaking Oil Gorger going. Opponent takes a turn to play stock up. Okay. Well, our plan is Oil Gorger, then Haunt the Network. Probably looking for lands with that stock up. There's a Mangler. That doesn't bother me. Our plan has always been to win in the air. Maybe we'll draw a land here. No, it's a Howler's Heavy. Which maybe we'll use. Aetherdrift for the opponent. Okay. Well, now the play is Grim Javelineer, and we kill the Aetherdrift. Because you just can't have anything with flying if we're trying to win with flying. That's how this works. And now we have lifelink. Play your Gearseeker Serpent again. Grim Bauble, that'll kill the Javelineer. Okay. Fair enough. Is it time to haunt the network? That is the question. There's a Quick Welder. There's Gearseeker Serpent. Okay. All ground stuff. So we're going to take a bit of a hit here. And there's a spin out. So if I play the Wicker Folk, I could play Wicker Folk spin out. That kind of ensures that we live. I do like that. Can we win this turn, though? If I... Transit Mage is not involved in a win plan. If I attack for 4, this will also do 4, so no. Okay. We're gonna go with this plan. Sideswipe and Aetherdrift? Okay. And with that, we probably shouldn't be dying next turn. I don't think that life gain is going to matter. Because we've got 3, 4, 5, and Haunt the Network for 5, so we can do 10 to our opponent right now. And even if they play a flyer, I can hellish sideswipe it, sacking the Path Cruiser, and then Haunt the Network and still hit them for 10. Well, not in that order, because if I sacrifice this, I don't get the full 5, so I'd Haunt the Network first, then sack the Path Cruiser. Transit Mage for our opponent. You can go get a Memory Guardian, a Spike Shell Harrier. You don't have the mana to cast that, so we don't care. Crewing there, that's fine. I guess you do have the mana to cast the Harrier. Don't cast the Harrier, please. Thank you. This might just be a desperation attack. I don't know what else it could be. There's Winter. Okay. You have Winter. But Winter's over. It's Haunt the Network time. Howler's heavy. Haunt the Network for 5. Exactly lethal. Okay, so the life gain almost kind of saved him. Almost. Alright, we're 6-2. We got one shot at 7 wins. Let's see if we can get there. A cigar-smoking dog. Well, I don't know if that dog father we ran into earlier is gonna like you smoking cigars, dog. We have the Wickerfolk Grim Javelineer start. I do not need that swamp right now. I can fetch a swamp later with the Path Cruiser. Nothing. Path Cruiser? You don't have the counter spell either? Alright, we'll take a black source. Brightfield Mustang. I'm gonna have you play that one again, opponent. Ooh, Haunt the Network. Alright, tap all your lands, play your Mustang, play something else. I almost don't care what you do, because you're almost dead next turn. Memory Guardian, sure. You have a Memory Guardian. And Haunt the Network. Yeah, you can't spend your first few turns not playing anything. I know this is a slower format, but you can still get overrun very quickly if your first play is a Bright Field Mustang. Well, maybe instead of smoking cigars, you should go talk to the dog father and see if he can help you. Alright, well that's another trophy deck for us. Very nice. Take one final look at the deck. It didn't look too impressive to me, but we had Wicker Folk, we had Grim Javelineer, we had Double Trinket Mage into Memory Guardian and Hull Drifter and Streaking Oil Gorger. So we had this plan to win in the air with flyers and finish off people with Haunt the Network, and it came together reasonably well. So yeah, that will be all. Didn't we pick up some mythics too? Yeah, we got 2 mythics out of the deal. Riptide Gearhulk and Valor's Flagship. So yeah, we'll claim our prize. And for now, I'll take my leave.